Welcome back to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise on Madden 20, guys. This week, our Raiders are back home getting ready to take on their division foes, the Kansas City Chiefs. We're sitting at 12-0 on top of the AFC West, and the Chiefs are 5-7. We're trying to make it 13 in a row and securing a playoff spot while the Chiefs are still fighting for their playoff lives. We've got Derek Carr back this week. It's time to keep the win streak alive. First quarter action, Thompson takes the handoff, finds a huge hole up the middle, and he weaves his way to 12 yards. On the next play, Mahomes under center. He goes play action, rolls out to his right, hits his wide out. No, he drops it. He was wide open. He would have got some yards on that one. Now it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going back to the air, and he checks it down to Tyreek Hill, and he picks up 4. It's 3rd down. Mahomes drops back, looking to go deep. But the ball gets tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Chiefs forced to punt. And there he is. Derek Carr is back. He's thrown for 1,150 yards, 10 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. Raiders' first drive, Carr goes RPO, tries to hit McLaurin, but almost gets picked off by the Honey Badger. We got lucky on that one, so we take it to the ground. Aaron Ridley gets the handoff, jukes, and picks up 5. 3rd down for the Raiders. Carr going back to the air. Hits McLaurin on the drag. He makes a move and gets just enough to get the first down. New set of downs, and Ridley gets the handoff again, and he pushes the pile to pick up 2. 2nd and 8, and Josh Jacobs is in the game. He takes the handoff, gets stuck on a blocker, and loses a yard. It's 3rd and 9. Carr going back to the air. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, but gets sacked by Agba. Raiders forced to punt. And here come the Chiefs. Thompson takes the handoff, makes a cut, but gets hit at the line by Walker. It's 2nd and 8, Mahomes under center. He takes the deep drop, checks it down to Tyreek. He makes a couple of moves and fights his way to 14. Then Mahomes from the gun tries to hit Kelsey on the outside, but he wasn't ready for it. Incomplete. 2nd down, Mahomes back in the gun, and he finds Hardman on the sideline, but he steps out, only picking up a yard. It's 3rd and long. Mahomes drops back, steps up, tries to go deep, but gets picked off by Nick Nelson. What a play by the corner. Great coverage on Kelsey on that one. And the Raiders look to capitalize. Ridley gets the rock, and he runs into a tackler. It only picks up 2. But here comes Josh Jacobs. He gets the handoff, but he gets met at the line and gets no gain. Just like that, it's 3rd down. And Carr goes to the air, throwing a strike to Tyrell Williams, and he gets out past midfield for the first down. Raiders in Chiefs territory. Josh Jacobs takes the handoff, breaks it out right, makes a cut back inside, and he picks up 8. 2nd down, Jacobs gets it again, tries to go up the middle, but gets met in the hole for no gain. It's 3rd and 2, Carr going to the air, and he hits Renfro on the slant, and the slot wideout picks up 17. That's all Renfro does is catch first downs. Raiders in the red zone. Josh takes the handoff, finds a little crease on the right, and picks up 5. Next play, Jacobs gets it again, cuts inside, breaks it to the outside, gets it to the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs finds the end zone, putting Vegas on top 7-0. But here come the Chiefs. Mahomes goes play action, loads up, tries to hit his wide out, but he gets hit and drops the ball. Patty off to a slow start, 3 of 8. But he hits Tyreek Hill on the slant, and he's off to the races. He picks up 25 and gets out to midfield. Mahomes is going back to the air. He drops back and hits Hardman on the drag, and he picks up 5 more yards. It's 2nd down when Patty goes back to the air, moves around in the pocket, and hits his wideout on the sideline, and he picks up the first down. After a penalty, Thompson takes the handoff, makes a move in the hole, spins out a defender, and he's off to the races. Thankfully, Garyon Conley makes the touchdown-saving tackle. Chiefs inside the red zone. Thompson takes a delay, but he gets hit and dropped after picking up 3. 2nd and 7, Mahomes in the gun. He stands tall in the pocket and rifles into his wideout, and he gets down to the 2-yard line. It's 3rd and inches. Mahomes with the play action, but here comes the rush. Walker and Gilbert are there to get the sack. And that would set up this chip shot field goal for the Chiefs. They're on the board, 7-3. Raiders take over. Carr's in the gun. He comes out throwing, hitting Renfro on the drag route, and he only picks up a yard. It's 2nd and 9, and Carr tries to go RPO, but he gets hit and wrapped up by Jones for the sack. It's 3rd and long. Carr in the gun. He pump fakes, and he's going across the middle to Williams, but it gets knocked down, incomplete. Raiders forced to punt. And here comes Kansas City. Mahomes comes out throwing, hitting Hardman on the outside. He makes a move, shakes a tackler, makes another move, and he's off to the races. Nico Hardman takes it 69 yards to the house. Touchdown Chiefs. They take a 10-7 lead. Raiders look to answer. Aaron Ridley takes the handoff, breaks it to the outside, makes a juke move, and gets ripped down by his face mask. You can tack on 15 yards. After the penalty, we're inside the Chiefs territory. Josh gets the handoff this time, makes a cutback inside, and gets no gain. Then Carr goes back to the air, drops back, and hits Renfro behind the line, but the wideout turns up the speed and picks up the first down. Next play, Raiders go back to the ground. Jacobs takes the handoff, finds a huge lane up the middle, makes a move, and picks up 13. He's up to 42 yards on the day. Next play, scary moment for the Raiders. Jacobs takes the handoff, cuts it back inside, and gets hit hard and goes down and would stay down and miss the rest of the game. Now Rashard is in the game. He takes the handoff, tries to stretch it out right, but gets hit and pulled down after losing a yard. It's 3rd and 9 for the Raiders. Carr goes to the air, hitting McLaurin on the drag. He makes one miss, but gets pulled down short of the marker. But wait, there's a flag on the play. Holding is the call. After the Chiefs accepted the penalty, Carr goes to the air. He's looking to go deep. He had Waller open, but gets sacked on the play. Another flag for holding, but the Chiefs will decline it. And that would set up this long field goal from Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. We're knotted up at 10 apiece. You got 2:24 left in the half when Thompson takes the delay, goes straight up the middle, breaks a tackle, and picks up 9. After the 2-minute warning, Mahomes comes out throwing, tries to hit his tight end, but he has butterfingers and drops it. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes in the gun, tries to go across the middle, but Terrell Conley breaks it up. Chiefs forced to punt. Got 1:44 left in the half, and Carr comes out throwing, stepping up in the pocket, and hitting Waller across the middle, and he picks up the first. Then Carr goes back to the air and tries to hit Tyrell Williams in the crowd, but he gets upended and drops the ball. 2nd down, Carr going back to the air, but here comes the rush, and he gets sacked. Chiefs call a timeout, and it's 3rd and long for the Raiders. Carr throws it up high for Waller. He makes the catch over the middle and gets 19 in the first. New set of downs, Carr in the empty set. He takes the deep drop, and he finds Waller open behind the defense, and he gets into Kansas City territory. Next play, Carr in the empty set. He pump fakes, and look at this ball to Waller downfield. He turns on the speed and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. That's how you do a 2-minute drill right there. Vegas takes a 7-point lead. But the Chiefs look to answer. Mahomes sets up the screen, but throws it in the dirt because of the pressure. It's 2nd down. Mahomes is going back to the air, and he hits Tyreek Hill on the curl route. He turns upfield, makes a move, and picks up 22. 42 seconds left in the half. Mahomes going back to the air, and he hits Thompson on the check down, and the running back pushes his way to the 44. You got 17 seconds left in the half. Mahomes going back to the air, goes up the seam to his wideout. He takes the big hit, but holds on to the ball. What a catch. And that would set up this field goal by Marr, cutting the Raiders' lead down to 4. And that would do it for the first half. Vegas leads 17-13. Derek Carr is looking solid, but the main concern right now is Josh Jacobs. He will not return in this game, so we have to rely heavy on our rookie running back. Starter 3rd, Aaron Ridley takes the handoff, runs into the line, and only picks up a yard. Then on 2nd down, Carr goes RPO, hitting McLaurin on the screen. He uses his speed and picks up the first. Then the Raiders take it back to the ground game. Ridley takes the handoff, gets hit, and only picks up 2. He's having a hard time getting started today. But then the rookie gets the handoff again, tries to make a move on the outside, and picks up 3 more yards. It's 3rd and 5. Carr goes back to the air, stands tall, and hits McLaurin on the drag route, and he's got some running room. He catches a block downfield and gets out to the 40-yard line. 1st down, Raiders. It's a new set of downs for the Raiders. Ridley takes the handoff, tries to make a move in the hole, and only picks up 3. It's 2nd and 7. Carr in the empty set, and he throws a dangerous ball to Renfro, and he gets thrown down just short of the marker. Now it's 3rd and inches. Ridley takes the handoff, catches a block, and just gets enough to get the first. Raiders just outside of the red zone. Carr going back to the air, and he finds Waller wide open over the middle, and he gets down to the 14-yard line. Next play, Carr goes back to the RPO, hitting McLaurin on the screen. He spins and only picks up 3. It's 2nd down. Ridley takes the handoff up the middle, but gets stuffed after picking up 1. It's 3rd and 6. Carr in the empty set. He stands tall, threads the needle to McLaurin. He gets it to the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. What a throw by DC. And just like that, the Raiders are up 2 scores. But the Chiefs look to answer. Thompson takes the handoff, but he gets stuffed in the hole by Terrell Conley. Then on 2nd and 9, Mahomes goes back to the air, throws it over the middle, but gets picked off by Conley. And he's got some running room. He brings it back to the 32-yard line. That's the linebacker's 4th interception on the season. And the Raiders look to put it away. Ridley takes the handoff, gets great blocks downfield, makes a move, and picks up 10 in the first. Then they give it to the big back again. He stretches it out left, cuts it back inside, and picks up 8. It's 2nd and 2. Carr goes play action, but here comes the rush. He gets sacked for a 9-yard loss. That's Thornhill. So now it's 3rd and long. Carr in the empty set. He pump fakes and checks it down to McLaurin, and he gets upfield and pushes the pile down to the 9-yard line. 1st down Raiders. It's 1st and goal. Aaron Ridley takes the handoff, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Vegas leads by 18. Chiefs look to get anything going. Mahomes comes out throwing and hits Kelsey on the outside. He breaks 2 tackles, and the big tight end rumbles his way into Raiders territory. He flipped the field on that one. Then Thompson takes the handoff, tries to spin out of a tackle, and runs into DJ Stallings for the TFL. 2nd down, Mahomes under center, and he hits Kelsey, but he gets wrapped up and brought down after getting 6. That makes it 3rd and 6. Mahomes goes back to the air, tries to hit Kelsey, but he gets hit and drops it incomplete. And that would set up another Marr field goal. Raiders lead down to 15. Raiders take over in the 4th. Ridley takes the handoff, bounces it out right, and he turns up the speed. The big back has some room, and he gets into Chiefs territory. Big run for the rookie. Next play, Carr goes RPO, and he hits Tyrell Williams on the slant, and the big wideout sprints his way to 21 yards. Raiders back inside the red zone, and Ridley gets the handoff, and he powers his way to 5. Rashard checks into the game, but Carr decides to go RPO and hits Tyrell on the outside, and he loses 2. It's 3rd down. Carr in the empty set, and he hits Waller over the middle, and he gets enough to get the first. So we've got a 1st and goal. Ridley gets the handoff, and he gets down to the goal line, wrapped up by Hitchens. Next play, Ridley gets it again, and he tries to get into the end zone, but he gets stuffed at the line. So on 3rd down, Ridley gets it again. This time he drops his shoulders and gets into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. That's the rookie's 2nd on the day. KC down 22. Mahomes comes back out throwing, and he hits Hardman on the outside. He gets upfield and picks up 15. Then Mahomes back in the gun, and he hits Hardman again on the curl route, this time picking up 12. Chiefs out past midfield. Mahomes going back to the air, and he hits Kelsey on the check down, but he's behind the line and loses some yards on that one. 2nd down, Mahomes in the empty set, and he throws a dangerous ball to Tyreek over the middle, and he picks up 7. It's 3rd and 6, and Mahomes is looking to go deep. He loads up, throws it, the ball gets tipped and dropped incomplete. KC set up to go for it on 4th. Mahomes goes to the air, but almost gets picked off by A.J. Boye. Turnover on downs. Raiders looking to milk the clock. Ridley takes the handoff, but gets wrapped up and brought down after getting 5. Next play, Ridley gets it again, runs into a blocker, but still has the power enough to push out past midfield. It's 3rd and 2. Ridley gets the rock again, but he gets stopped short of the marker. Raiders punt it back. Just over 2 minutes left for the Chiefs. Mahomes comes out throwing and almost gets picked off again. Dangerous ball right there. It's 2nd down. Mahomes with the deep drop. He resets and has to throw it away. Great coverage by the Raiders. That makes it 3rd and 10. Mahomes comes out throwing and has to hit the sideline, but his wideout only picks up a couple. And it's 4th down. Mahomes drops back, goes across the middle and connects with Kelsey, and he gets enough for the first. Then after the 2-minute warning, Thompson takes the delay, tries to find some room on the right and only gets 4. Chiefs go no huddle. Mahomes under center, goes across the middle and just out of the reach of Conley to Kelsey for the first. Then Mahomes goes back to the gun, tries to go to the outside, but overthrows his wideout, incomplete. Next play, Mahomes goes back to the air and throws a dangerous ball on the outside. Conley was ready to pick that one off. It's 3rd down. Mahomes comes out throwing and throws a jump ball for Kelsey, and he gets enough for the first. Under a minute left in the game, Mahomes drops back and throws a gorgeous touch pass up the seam, and his wideout gets 16. Then Mahomes in the pistol, and he checks it down to his wideout for a short gain. We got 31 seconds left. Mahomes drops back and threads the needle to his wideout. He gets down to the 2. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes drops back, tries to force a pass across the middle, and gets picked off by Terrell Conley. That would end the game. That's his 5th interception on the season, 4th interception of Mahomes in the game, and the Raiders go on to win 38-16. Welcome back, Derek Carr, 19 of 22 for 255 and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Aaron Ridley had 134 yards and 2 touchdowns, and before he got hurt, Josh Jacobs had 44 yards and a score. Out wide, Darren Waller had 118 yards in the score, and shout out to Terry McLaurin, 65 yards and a touchdown. But on defense, it was all about Terrell Conley, 9 tackles and 2 interceptions, including the game winner. Well, our Raiders moved to 13-0, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I am shocked. You're looking at right now, we've had some players that got some upgrades. Derek Carr gets moved up to an 81 overall. He actually came back and played a great game. Darren Waller gets a +1. He moves up to a 79 overall, and as you can see, he gets a lot of upgrades this week. He's having a big season for us. A guy that we really didn't know what we were going to get is Terry McLaurin when we signed him. He has come in and had a great season for us in place of Chris Blythe. It's going to be hard to take him off the field when Blythe comes back, man. Terry's having a great season for us. On the defensive side of the ball, we are playing lights out, man. Our secondary is looking real good. The duo of Conley and Boye have shut down the outside, and up the middle, Terrell Conley is having a big season. I expect him to be an all-pro and to be a Pro Bowler this year, man. Another guy that's having a great season for us is Ulysses Gilbert. He's up to a 70 overall. When we first signed him, he was a 63, so he's putting together a great career here with the silver and black. But we did get some bad news this week. Our star running back, Josh Jacobs, is done for the rest of the regular season. He broke his collarbone and is down for 7 weeks. Now, he will be able to come back, but it wouldn't be until the Super Bowl. If we make it that far, he's going to be a key player for us to win the championship. So we move to 13-0 and head out east to take on the 7-4 Giants. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley have led the Giants to a great record so far, and they're going to look to spoil our season. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad, and hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And we'll talk from NYC. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.